Hey everyone, I'm Lillian.
And I'm Felipe.
We are the Postmodern family.
We are Americans living in the UK, living a traditional life.
We make 3 new videos a week, so we encourage you to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
In today's video, we're going to list out the things we believe, after living here for 3 years, that you need to own to safely consider yourself a Brit. The first thing you need to own to safely call yourself a Brit is a pair of Wellies, or they're really called Wellingtons. After the Duke of Wellington, Wellingtons or Wellington boots. Wellies is what everyone calls them, I think. You want these Wellies because there's a lot of rain in this fair green island, and you get around in mud and a lot of puddles, so you want the boots to protect your legs from all the puddling.
Number 2, you need a kettle, or kettle as we would say, Americans would say. A kettle is to boil water very easily and quickly. In America, we didn't own a kettle because we didn't drink tea all the time or coffee. But the electric kettle is very, very popular here, and everyone has one if you want to be British, because you drink tea all the time. The first thing you offer to somebody if they come to your house is if they want some tea or coffee, and you put the kettle on. I'm going to put the kettle on, and so everyone has a kettle.
The third thing you need to consider yourself a Brit is a high visibility vest, or really high visibility anything. You get high visibility trousers, high visibility tight shirts, high visibility hats, high visibility anything. And they just absolutely love them. If you're just going to go for a little walk, you put on a high-vis jacket, high-vis vest. And it's part of the health and safety sort of overlordship of British society, which we've encountered here. You go to the dentist and you need to have a pair of shades for the light that's above you. I've never had that in the US. A very British thing is to protect yourself from cars on the roads, and they are, to be fair, they are fairly close to the pavements, or sidewalks, we call them.
The fourth thing you need if you want to be more British is a dressing gown. In America, we call these bathrobes, even though they're not necessarily for the bath, but they are, I guess, robes or gowns that you would put on over your PJs or over whatever you're wearing, nightgown, and it's just a thing to bum around the house with. People really love giving them as gifts because they're all different styles and colors, and especially for children, they can get like a little My Little Pony design or something. The British think that the weather is very cold and dreary here, so it's kind of a nice thing to cozy into in the mornings when you slip out of bed, and in the evenings before you go to bed to have your slippers on and your dressing gown and your paper or your book, and you're reading in front of the warm fire. It's very British.
The fifth thing you need to own to consider yourself a Brit is a garden to tend to. So you need to get out there and get on your knees with your Wellington and start taking roots out, planting flowers, tending to any food you might be growing, vegetables or veg, as you say here. But you need that garden that's quintessentially British. Instead of going out and socializing, you go into the garden, recede into yourself, and not talk to anyone, and just be with yourself.
Number 6. You should have a dog. We've noticed that the Brits are very passionate about their pets, especially their dogs, and they love to take their dogs out for their walks. It's a part of the British culture to go out walking in the countryside, so it's almost like you need an excuse to go walking in the countryside, so you get a dog, so you can take your dog for walks in the countryside. You're not just walking by yourself. And also, dogs are welcome in most places here. It's very different than in the US, where in the US, dogs are not allowed into restaurants and pubs and cafes, there's anything like that. And whereas here, it seems like establishments welcome their dogs, and in fact, a lot of cafes and restaurants and pubs will put a bowl out and have little dog treats for the customers' pets, their best friends, their little doggies.
Which one of these items do we ourselves individually own?
Well, the children have Wellies.
Okay.
I don't have any Wellies yet, actually, but you do, because we went out and got some. We don't own a bathrobe. We call it a bathrobe. They call it a dressing gown.
But we own a kettle.
We own a kettle, yes, and we do use that quite often. We don't have a garden.
Nope, or high visibility vests.
No high-fi.
Nor do we own a dog. We've had dogs before, but we don't have any now.
Yes, the British love their dogs.
So we just have, most of us have Wellies, we have a kettle, And that's it, right?
It. So we're not very British, are we?
No, not at all.
No, we're getting there. Thanks so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it.
And we hope you weren't offended.
Leave a comment below if you agree, or if we forgot something, let us know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.